There's a level of audacity and boldness that comes after you give thanks. He didn't say, God, if it is your will and you so desire, let Lazarus come forth. No. Thanksgiving had gone forward. The atmosphere had changed. Jesus Christ knew that the spirit realm had to give up Lazarus. And he issued a command, Lazarus, come forth. And like they say, the rest is history. If you want to see the supernatural in your life, listen, stop complaining and murmuring. You are creating the wrong atmosphere. Begin to give thanks. Begin to give thanks. Give thanks unto the Lord. And even as you give thanks unto the Lord, you will see that even your smallest prayers, they become powerful. On the note of thanksgiving. All right. Number 4. Thanksgiving provokes encounters. Supernatural encounters. Psalm 100 verse 4, the Bible says, enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Be thankful to him and bless his name. So when a man gives thanks, the gates of heaven, they are open unto him. The courts of heaven, they are open unto him. Supernatural encounters. Some of us, we lack supernatural encounters in our lives because we do not know how to give thanks. But when you can give thanks to the Lord, then encounters, these encounters that I'm talking about, they become normal in your life. They become normal in your life. Look at what happened to Solomon. 1 Kings chapter 3. I'm going to read from verse 4. The Bible says, now the king went to Gibeon to sacrifice there. For that was the great high place. Solomon offered 1,000 burnt offerings on that altar at Gibeon. The Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night and said, ask, what shall I give you? Ask, what shall I give you? It was an encounter. See, that very night, God did not wait. That very, very night, God showed up and said, Solomon, come. Solomon, come. What do you want? What do you really, really want? What do you want? What do you want? It became an encounter. Why? Because he knew exactly what to do. He gave thanks. He gave thanks. So thanksgiving provokes encounters in your life. If your life is barren of supernatural encounters, just begin to give thanks. Number 5, the last one, thanksgiving establishes you. In the book of Luke chapter 14, and Jesus asked, were there not 10 that were healed? Where are the other 9? Thanksgiving. Through our prayers and trusting God, we experience certain levels of his mercy. Like mercy drops. And then we are not thankful for it. Imagine a businessman that is saying, God bless me, God bless me, God bless me. I need a breakthrough. I need a breakthrough. I need a breakthrough. And then he hits a business deal that makes him 100 million naira. And even to give tithe, suddenly 10 million naira tithe became too big. And people like that, they will open the scriptures from Genesis to Revelation, giving you all kinds of explanation as to why they shouldn't pay tithe. And you have to explain to them doctrine and show them line upon line before they are convinced in their hearts to give. You know what usually happens? For someone like that, it might take another 3 to 5 years for them to experience anything of that nature. For you to become established, you know what it means? It means that those breakthroughs begin to come back to back. Before you recover from one, another hit. Before you recover from one, another hit. Before you recover from one, another hit. And you become established. Not a one-hit wonder. Many of us are one-hit wonders. Why? Because we do not know how to give thanks to God. Maybe another man, God blesses him. Supernatural breakthrough, and he takes a chunk of it and he says, Father, I just want to thank you. See, heaven marks it, heaven notes it. And what happens is that God ensures that that level that you just broke into becomes the lowest level you ever enter. And the way up, the way forward from that time is up. Why? Because you are able to give thanks unto the Lord. When you give thanks unto the Lord, he establishes you. He establishes you, and he establishes the realm, the work of your hands. Now, how do we give thanks? Number 1, we give thanks with a heart of gratitude. we give thanks with a heart of gratitude. It's not just lips, it's not just the songs or the music. It starts from the heart. You know, the Bible says that man looks at the outward, but God looks at the heart. The psalmist says something in Psalm 116 verse 12. He said, what shall I render to the Lord for all his benefits towards me? In fact, at that point, the psalmist had not done anything. He had not done anything yet. His heart was just grateful. His heart was bursting with gratitude. He said, what will I give? Is there anything I have to give? Is there anything I can do? What can I do? He probably was thinking to himself that even if I give myself, it's not sufficient to appreciate God for his goodness in my life. It starts with having a heart of gratitude. Number 2, you give thanks to God with the utterance of praise. Hebrews 13 verse 15.